name is Rachelle Baptist, and I'm a math teacher at Hillside High School, and I would like to talk to you today about solving inequalities or finding the solutions to inequalities. Let's look at the prefix for inequalities. In means not what, equal to, so that means I'm looking for more than one solution to this inequality. So let's jump at it. We have 9 is greater than or equal to negative 2m plus 2 minus 3. I always tell my students to look at your coefficient associated with the variable, and that happens to be negative 2. Because I have a negative coefficient, I'm going to remind myself that I need to flip the sign almost towards the end of solving this problem, because when you divide or multiply by a negative coefficient, the sign switches in the opposite direction. So let's get to it. We have 9 is greater than or equal to negative 2m. Before I do anything else, I'm going to look at my constants, 2 minus 3. They can be combined. 2 minus 3 gives me negative 1. If you have struggled in the past with constants with opposite signs, always take the larger sign and subtract it by the smaller number. That's 1. Take the sign of the larger number, which was 3. It now becomes negative 1. I want to get negative 2m by itself. So the opposite of me moving negative 1 would be to add 1 on the opposite side. They're going to cancel out, so I'm left with just my negative 2m. And 9 plus 1, because they're both positives, will give me positive 10. So it now reads 10 is greater than or equal to negative 2. I personally like my variable or my term with the variable on the left side. So I'm going to rewrite it as negative 2m, and I'm going to put 10 to the right. But pay attention to what I do next. I'm going to write it so the sign is in the same direction as the original inequality. My mouth is going to open to 10, and I'm going to draw my equal sign. So negative 2m is less than or equal to 10 is the same as 10 is greater than or equal to negative 2m. Now I want to solve for m. The opposite or inverse of multiplying by negative 2 is to divide by negative 2. Remember what we said, because we divided by a negative coefficient, I will bring down my m, but the sign now goes from less than to greater than or equal to, and let's remember our rule, a positive divided by a negative is a negative, so negative 5. That is our answer. In a later video, we'll talk about how we prove our answers are correct. Let's do one more. I have number 2, 6x plus 2 plus 6x is less than 14. Will our signs flip? I hope you answered no, because both of these are positive. So I have a 6x and a 6x, which gives me 12x. 12x plus 2 is less than 14. I'm trying to get 2x by itself, so the opposite or inverse of adding 2 is to subtract 2. I'm now left with 12x, is less than 12. The opposite or inverse of multiplying by 12 should be to divide 12. 12 will go into 12 one time, which leaves me just 1x. Understood coefficient of 1. X is less than now 1. You had 2 examples, one where the sign switches because we have a negative coefficient, and one in which the sign stays the same because we had a positive coefficient. At the conclusion of this video, you will have 2 problems to work out on your own. Have a great day.